What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L. here. Since the Toronto International Film Festival is underway in, Toronto, Canada, I looked at the lineup and man, there's lots of movies to look forward to at that festival. Of course, lots of these films, like after the festival, these films will be heading to like theaters and all, or Netflix or whatever. So I decided to do like my top 10 anticipated movies from, to like the movie that played at Tiff that I'm actually looking forward to check out whenever I can. So here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 is this movie called The Death and Life of John F. Donovan. Here's what the film is about. A decade after the death of an American TV actor, a young actor played by Game of Thrones star Kit Harington, who's written a correspondence he shared with him, as well as the impact those letters had on both their lives. He pretty much was best friends with the death of the TV star. The film is directed by Xavier Nolan, who directed films like Mame and Tom at the Farm, and he's also in the It sequel. And the film has a tremendous cast. I mean, the film. Here's who was in the film. We got Natalie Portman, Jacob Tremblay, Bella Thorne, Tandy Newton, Susan Sarandon, Kathy Bates, Michael Gambon, aka Dumbledore. Decent cast. I've been looking forward for this movie for a while. I mean, at first Jessica Chastain was supposed to be in it, then they cut her out, which I think is messed up. You never cut out Jessica Chastain. But something about the film kind of sounds intriguing. I mean, I have not seen the trailer, and I don't think I've really heard of any reviews of it yet. But the cast alone just gets me excited for this movie, and I cannot wait to check this one out whenever it gets released. Coming in at number 9 is a film called A Million Little Pieces, which is directed by Sam Taylor Johnson, who of course directed the not so good 50 Shades of Grey. And it stars like her husband, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who's of course best known for his work in Kick-Ass. He scored an Oscar. Oh no, he did score an Oscar nomination. He scored a Golden Globe win for Nocturnal Animals. Anyway, Aaron Taylor Johnson plays like a young drug writer who's approaching the bottom of his descent, and he submits to 2 months of detox at like a treatment in Minnesota. I mean, the film has a decent cast. I mean, besides Johnson, we also got Charlie Hunnam, Billy Bob Thornton, Juliette Lewis, Giovanni Ribisi. That's a Young, who's in that new Assassination Nation movie. Decent supporting guests around Aaron Taylor Johnson. I mean, I'm a big fan of Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was amazing in Kick-Ass. I thought he gave one of his best performances in Nocturnal Animals. I'm interested to see what he's gonna do here. He's also in that new movie Outlaw King, which will premiere on Netflix this November. So he's gonna be everywhere. I mean, of course, the guy was Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. He was in Godzilla. Such a tremendous actor, and can't wait to see what he does in this film. All right, coming in at number 8 is The Old Man and the Gun, which is Robert Redford's final film. He retires. He pretty much plays like a guy up in age who's pretty much like an old bank robber, and he's been caught, but he's been by the time he's caught, he always somehow escapes, and he also finds love with Sissy SpaceX character who looks amazing in this. You also got Casey Affleck as the police officer who's trying to track Redford down. You even got John David Washington, who's on a roll this year between Black Klansman, Ballers. He's in that new movie, Monsters and Men. Really amazing year for John David Washington. And also got like Tika Sumter, who's always a joy to watch on screen. The film will actually be hindered on September 28th, and I cannot wait to movie out. I mean, the trailers have been amazing. Redford, of course, he's always the best. But anyway, he looks amazing in this. I mean, he's pretty much like the nicest bank robber you ever will make. I mean, like my brother said in our Four movie preview, he'll take your money and be polite. I mean, when he robs people, he pretty much has a smile on his face. He talks nice to the person. I mean, to be honest, I don't know if we should be rooting for this guy or what. But to be honest, I mean, who ever seen a bank robber that nice? Anyway, coming in at number 7 is a movie called Can You Ever Forgive Me? Which pretty much stars Melissa McCartney in a very dramatic role. I mean, this is not the Melissa McCartney you're used to seeing. Like, here's what the film is about. Melissa McCartney pretty much plays a character named Lee Israel, who falls out of step with current tastes. She turns her art form to desperation. As a adaptation by Lee Israel's memoir, and she's pretty much like a celebrity biographer. I mean, this looks really interesting. She also has like a lawyer friend named Jack, played by Richard E. Grant, who was also seen in Logan. She pretty much made her living in the 70s and 80s, profiling the likes of Katharine Hepburn, playing other icons. And she's pretty much no longer able to get published because she has fallen out of step with current tastes. She turns her art form to desperation and all. It looks amazing. I mean, I think Melissa McCartney is probably going to get a Best Actress nomination. It's cool to see dramatic actors. I mean, it's cool to see comedic actors on dramatic roles, and this is definitely a different role for Melissa McCartney, because of course I'm used to seeing her in comedies and all. She was just in Happy Time Murders, but seeing her in this really piques my interest. Oh, and you also got Jane Curtin in this. I mean, what more tracks? Coming in at number 6 is a movie called Mid-90s, which of course takes place in the 90s, and it's directed by Jonah Hill, who's, like McCartney, is best known for comedies like 21 Jump Street and Superbad. This is a totally different film vehicle for Hill. He doesn't star in the movie per se, he mainly directs it. And for one, it's from A24, and if you know me, I love A24. But anyway, the film stars this kid named Sonny Seljuk, who plays a 13-year-old in the 90s era LA, who spends his summer navigating between his troubled home life and a group of friends that he meets at a Motor Avenue skate shop. The friends he hang out with in this. From watching the trailers, the friends that he hangs out with are such douchebags. But anyway, you also got this actress named Alexa Demi. She's in this. Katherine Warson, who I thought was good in Alien Covenant. Lucas Hedges is in this. He actually has 2 other films playing at Tiff. He has Boy Erased, and he's in that Bend It Back. And all of them comes out later this year. I mean, the summer was the summer of Josh Brolin. The fall might be the fall of Lucas Hedges. Anyway, coming in at number 5 is White Boy Rick, which of course comes out this week. I really love the trailer that got released. I mean, it looks so darn cool. I mean, the one who plays like the kid Richie. The actor's name is Richie Merritt, who plays like a young informant. Wait, let me double check if I got it right. Right, it's set in like 1980s Detroit, and the character Richie Worst Jr. was like a young street hustler. He was also a FBI informant and a drug kingpin. Like all before he turned, like he was the youngest, kingpin ever. I mean, oh man, but when I was 16, I was playing, with Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh, not being a drug kingpin. Anyway, I mean, he's serving pretty much life in prison for his actions. I mean, it looks interesting. It's directed by Jan Damage. Matthew McConaughey plays like the kid's dad. The one who plays the kid is named Richie Merritt. Jeff Jackson Lee is in this. Bruce Stern. Puts the point cast around him, and I mean, this is an interesting true story to tell. I mean, like I said, I dug that trailer that got released. It looks so darn cool, like awesome. Cannot wait to check this movie out. The reviews aren't like the best. Last I checked, it has like 57 on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe it'll go up. Who knows? All right, coming in at number 4, speaking of drugs, is a film called Beautiful Boy. Goddamn, dude, Tiff loved drugs. Dude, what? Toronto International Film Festival loves movies about drugs. Dang. All these movies involves like weed and drugs and all. Anyway. Speaking of actors who go from comedies to drama, stars like Steve Carell, and it's based on like a memoir by David and his son Nick Chef. Beautiful Boy Anyway, Beautiful Boy chronicles the heartbreaking and inspiring experience of survivor, relapse, and recovering in a family coping with addiction over many years. The film has Steve Carell, Timothy Chalamet, who most likely was going to get his second Oscar nomination. Recently, he scored a nomination for Call Me by Your Name. For all you Office fans, there's like a reunion here with Steve Carell and Amy Ryan. No, I really dug that trailer that got released. I mean, it looks amazing. Steve Carell, like, he shows that he could do more than just comedy because Steve Carell is a tremendous actor. I mean, he got like 2 Oscar nominations, for Foxcatcher and The Big Short. He has like 2 other movies coming out, Welcome to Marwen and that Dick Cheney movie. I think it's called Back Something. I mean, I cannot wait to check this one out. Of course, it's from Amazon, who's always on the top of their games. But yeah, Beautiful Boy looks really heartbreaking. It looks pretty sad. Like this, to be honest, the trailer kind of made me tear up a little. I mean, I'm someone who doesn't really have a son or anything, and that trailer still kind of teared me up a little. All right, coming in at number 3 is Widows, which is, of course, directed by 12 Years a Slave director Steve McQueen. And, of course, has a tremendous cast that includes Viola Davis, Liam Neeson, Robert Duvall, Colin Farrell, Michelle Rodriguez is in this. And you also got Elizabeth Debicki, John Bertha. The list goes on and on. It's a tremendous looking cast. And here's the thing. It's about, like, these widows whose husband pretty much gets killed, and so they decide to pick up their take their steps and do some the robbery that they was assigned to do. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, it looks so intense. I do love a good heist film. It looks like a darker version of the recent Ocean's movie. If you want to look at, I mean, this. I mean, it's probably gonna get some Oscar considerations down the line, like during Oscar time. Maybe I don't know. It's been a while since a heist movie got like a Oscar love, but I cannot wait to check this one out. I mean, the trailers have sold me. The cast have sold me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to check this one out. I mean, it opens the same day as Fantastic Beasts and Instant Family. My God, it's gonna be hard to figure out what you watch that day. But yeah, I cannot wait to check out with us. Coming in at number 2 is A Star Is Born, which I really dug the trailers. I mean, they just released like few clips in the movie theaters for A Star Is Born. It looks wonderful. It stars like Lady Gaga. Bradley Cooper is in this. Who Bradley Cooper directs and stars in the movie. I think he was also a writer on it as well. And it's pretty much about like a down on his luck singer who falls for like a young music artist played by Lady Gaga. I mean, even got Dave Chappelle. It's always a joy seeing Dave Chappelle on screen. Andrew Dice Clay is in this. I love the Dice Man. Sam Elliott looks amazing. I cannot wait for this movie. I mean, the music that was released, the song that Lady Gaga sang in the trailer, sounds awesome. This is probably going to be one to keep your eye out for when it opens in October. And the reviews are really decent. Like I think it's in like the 90s range on Rotten Tomatoes. I think the 90s or 80s range, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, cannot wait to check this movie out. And of course, this is like the 4th time it got remade. I mean, the first one got released like the early 30s. Then it was remade with Judy Garland. Then it was remade again with Barbra Streisand. So I mean, hey, I think this is like the 3rd time. Yeah, the 3rd time. So hey, 3rd time's the charm. And also, other critics are calling like Cooper the next, Kubrick. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, so I can't really say how good he is as a director. But I know he's a good actor, definitely. I mean, the guy got I think 3 Oscar nominations to prove it. He's a tremendous actor. And yeah, I cannot wait to check this movie out. All right, my number 1 anticipated movies from Tiff will be Halloween. I mean, the reviews for this have been outstanding. Let me put up the Rotten Tomatoes score. As we speak right now, Halloween has an 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Holy cow. I mean, it'll probably either go down or up. But, I expect the movie to, been good with critics. I did not expect it to be that good with critics. Now I'm more excited. I mean, I would have been more excited. I would have been excited for it anyway, even if the reviews haven't been good, because I've even dug the unpopular Halloween movies, like the Rob Zombie ones. But with the reviews that's been getting out, Tiff makes me more excited. I mean, the trailers that got released have been awesome. I love the John Carpenter score. I love that score that returns. David Gordon Green is directing this. That has my interest. You got Jamie Lee Curtis back as Laurie Strode. The original Michael Myers, Nick Park, he returns to, play Michael Myers, for the 2nd time. I cannot wait to check this one out. I mean, it comes out on October 19th, and I got it in my calendar right. I cannot wait for Halloween. I mean, yeah. Of course, I'm a horror nut, so I'm a little biased there. But yeah, Halloween, I think that movie's gonna be awesome. Anyway, that's pretty much the films I'm looking forward to from Tiff. Here's the rundown. Number 10, The Death and Life of John F. Donovan. Number 9, A Million Little Pieces. Number 8, The Old Man and the Gun. Number 7, Can You Ever Forgive Me? Number 6, Mid-90s. Number 5, White Boy Wreck. Number 4, Beautiful Boy. Number 3, Widows. Number 2, A Star Is Born. And number 1, Halloween. Now, there's loads of other films that's playing down at TIFF. That also sounds interesting. I mean, Natalie Portman has a new movie playing there called Von Lux, I think it's called. There's also Assassination Nation that I cannot wait to see. Ben is back, with Lucas Hedges. Boy Erased, also with Lucas Hedges. There's a documentary about Sienna Miller playing there. I didn't know Sienna Miller, so I'll check that one out. High Life with Robert Pattinson's playing at TIFF. An A24 movie called Climax. Colette with Keira Knightley's playing at TIFF. Destroyer with Nicole Kidman. The Predator, I cannot wait for The Predator. Donnybrook with Jamie Bell is playing at TIFF. I could go on and on with all the movies playing at TIFF. I'll probably put a link of the films playing out at TIFF in the description box. So you can check out all the movies that is playing at TIFF. That maybe let me give it to you guys. Now, what are some of your anticipated movies that's playing at TIFF that you're looking forward to check out? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.